I saw you coming. The cards spoke to me like they have not in ages. You are the one I was marooned here to find. My path has been made for me. You see, there are few in this world who can truly plot its course. Many try, but all of them fail. Great figures always rise up. Sometimes the gods create them, and sometimes they create the gods. But true heroes are born. Or in your case, reborn. You are the scion now, and you carry with you the blessing of Akara. There is no one on this earth more worthy of being called a god than you. And so I will go, to prepare the way. For when you come, the world changes, and the people must be ready. Before you came, I was waiting to die. I'd given up, you see. But I've seen what you can do. If you can change the world, perhaps I can as well. Not in the same way, of course, but well, enough to make a difference. Return if you need my sight.
You've come at last. I've been praying for your return. Cape Solace is under attack. Ships have landed. Prisoners have been taken. We have no one left to protect us. My daughter Nina and a few others. She must have been poking her nose where it didn't belong, creeping through the crevices of the northern cliffs. How many times have I told her not to venture too far from the village? That girl, when will she open her eyes? They want the power beneath this island, Akara's magic, which many over the centuries have coveted and sought to possess. Understand, Gallows End has long been a prize for the corrupt and the curious. The Arathi, the Alfar, the Tverga, and even Dead Kel. Invaders come brandishing their weapons, but always they are swept back out to sea. They are not welcome here. I want to believe you. But without our guardian Akara watching over us, we are nothing but victims. Now we face these new invaders, and the world, alone. They are led by a Loselfar nobleman named Calder Von, a scholar and mage who has studied this island intensely, and who wishes to have it for himself. He brings with him the righteous flames of the Niskaru, demons he has harnessed for this purpose, and this purpose alone. I certainly believe that you will try. I have learned my lesson. Never again will I place our lives in the hands of another. Don't you understand? We are all alone, each and every one of us. The prisoners are being kept in a cavern in the northern cliffs. Do your best. That is all any of us can do. I will not discuss it. Time is what I need. Time and faith. Not in Akara, but in myself. There was never a god here on Gallows End. But that doesn't mean good things were not done in his name. One day I will understand what that really means. It is likely that they are being kept in the landing party's camp in the cliffs to the north. You must move quickly. Goodbye.
Yes, it's me. I killed the Scion and dumped her body into the sea. That is the truth of it. And it did not bring me peace. I was wrong. Only now do I see it, now that the deed is done. You were right. I'm not a killer. And if I ever had a second chance, I've long since squandered it. I don't even deserve a last request. I told you about my mother, how she died in the icy waters of the Frostbreak Sea, a victim of this village's treachery. For my last wish, I want to hold her ring again. We carried nothing when they banished us, not even a skin of water, a blanket to shield us from the sun. I want my dead mother's ring. I wish to be wearing it when they make me walk the gallows. I've killed the old Scion, and I must face punishment. They will force me to walk the gallows and plunge into the roaring waters below. I am not afraid. The rocks will kill me long before I have a chance to drown. Thank Mitharu. You do not know what this means to me. You'll find the ring beneath a large stone in the tidal pools, where my mother spent her days praying for escape. Anything else you find is yours to keep. Now hurry, before the villagers choose to shorten my sentence. Check the tidal pools.
Please, you must help me. Please. Olaf, the one from the prison ship. He attacked me. There was nothing I could do but pray to sweet Lyria to protect me. He was so strong, so intent. I've come to trust Olaf. At least enough to go with him to fish down by the flooded cavern. But this time he seemed different. Intense. He spoke to me as if I were not married. As if he and I shared an intimate bond that I can assure you does not exist. Then he became physical. Rough. And he would not be refused. Fortunately, Cadwallon was not far away. I do not know what I would have done. I don't care about that brute. All I care about is Cadwallon. I've never seen him rave so. He went in pursuit of Olaf with revenge in his eyes. Foolish, foolish man. He is a bard, not a warrior. Olaf will crack him like a shell. He grabbed his fishing knives and headed north, toward the Siren's Den. There was no stopping him. Be careful out there.
Death is too good for him. Of all the ways to waste a second chance. Wherever he is, I hope he's suffering. I don't know what to think anymore, which is why Nestor and I are leaving this island as soon as possible. I can only hope that the others in Cape Solace will do the same. There is nothing keeping them here. Not Akara, and not dead Kel. I will tell our children of you, of how you faced the Pirate King and won. You should be proud of such an accomplishment. You're not doing too bad for yourself. I always thought no one would conquer Greyfall. I thought wrong. Take care.
grey dusk fastings, the King heard her wail, a grievous cry of triumph born of such wicked rapture that his heart burst with wrathful fires. Onward he crept, until in scornful conflict man met beast with blood-tooth gnashing. Down the beast fell, her crimson robe swirling, Solsvard awash in her ruin, as the bright tide rose to meet them. Lo, we sing of Ulfson's son, Drogbane, Beast Slayer, mighty lord of Gravehall, and storm-sent king on high.
That was strange.
Once again, a threat to Gallows End has been defeated. I wish I could say it was the first such attack. But perhaps a new season has begun. One where we must fend for ourselves and not fall back on the promises of a faceless god. I don't know who you are, stranger, but your presence here has shaken us. We will survive, but it will take time. I will be here, always.
You found it. I knew you would. Now listen to me. Hear my confession. What I did was wrong. I have found peace with my fate. They will execute me when the time is right, and I will not protest. But I want you to remember, I was more than my misjudgments. I was a good son, a good sailor. I was only human. Now that I've fulfilled my mission, what else is there? Gallows End raised me, and the island will see me to sleep. Once, a long time ago, I wanted to live. The moment I swore to avenge my mother, I surrendered what little hope I had left. You may free me from this cage, but you will never really save me. My chance for redemption passed long ago. No, I stay here. This is what revenge has brought me, and I shall accept it wholeheartedly. I am grateful for your concern. I will take it with me to the grave. Farewell.
Yeah? Beware, a war party comes.
I wonder if that captain friend of yours would be willing to take a few extra passengers. Once she acquires a boat, that is.
How can I ever thank you? Time and again you've been our savior. Almost as if you were sent. I am a daughter of Lyria, but even she has been silent to my many pleas. It is comforting to know that people can make a difference too. That not everything rests in the hands of gods and madmen. Bless you. I know them from the songs of my father's crew. Low-born men and drunkards, mostly. According to legend, the hanged men are said to be the fiercest pirates in all of Amalur. How such criminals manage to ever work together is beyond me. I am forever grateful. Oh, hi. Here's the translation, all finished. This one sounded like a fairy tale. You don't suppose they built all those golems, do you? I can't wait to see what you find next. What a wedding. Glad I wasn't invited. Thanks for finding them all for me. I will need a day to translate this. Check back tomorrow. See you.
Renlock has accepted our offer of alliance. As a token, they've sent the daughter of one of their wardens, Sunhilda Laurel. Apparently, she was sent expecting to marry you. The Losilfar are not known for their attention to detail. You will probably want to actually meet her, when you have a moment. Check back with me occasionally to see if they've sent us any other gifts. With whom should we engage in diplomacy? What kind of diplomatic mission would you like me to conduct with the Varani in Fort Orghorn? How big a trade would you like me to make? Excellent. This should improve relations between us. I'll be back tomorrow. Nice seeing you.
Oh, I wish I'd stayed at home.
I should wish to explore outside the keep walls soon. We are not so dissimilar, you and I, and in more than the obvious way. Like you, I strive for perfection. My father has a knack for matchmaking. We are, I am sure, made for each other. Capturing that fiend ship was a triumph for all of us, but most especially for you. I should like to sail on her sometime. Perhaps to Rathir? Farewell.
Oh, you look terrible. Have you been talking to those heretics in the village? I'd need healing after that too. Lyria watch over you.
According to records Paddy found, there should be 6 paintings for the keep, but we only found 5. One of them was moved to Mudhold Fasting for safekeeping. If you could go there and get the painting, the keep would have a complete collection. Yeah, don't ask me. Some Dvergen records he got Deidre to translate. Paddy said he found them during one of the keep upgrades. The only note I have on this painting is that it's called the Black Atoll. Good luck finding it. Take care.
The trade mission was a success. Here are the goods I managed to procure and an update on our relations. With whom should we engage in diplomacy? What kind of diplomatic mission would you like me to conduct with the Varani in Fort Orghorn? How exciting! An arrangement that will benefit us both. I'll be back tomorrow. The pleasure was mine.
It's quite a beautiful day. You found it. That's great. I'll hang it up now. Bye.
It's not cheap keeping up my appearance. If you would be so kind, I could use some more funding. You know, to make a good impression. You don't expect me to wear these rags forever, do you? Excellent. You wouldn't want one of your top advisors looking like a fishwife, would you? The pleasure was mine.
My family died in a Tuatha raid. My brothers in arms died on the shores of this island. With your leave, I'd like to join them. I want the one thing that makes me different than those Tuatha bastards. I want death. Thanks. I suppose I just needed to hear that. Good day.
You've returned. I'm glad. I've come to know so few people. Ones I still remember after a day's passing, that is. I discovered no new maps. However, I did finally recall how I came to be on this lonely rock, whether I wished to or not. Dead Kell attacked our ship. There were too few escape craft, and so Oath Theswin, my mentor, a man who had been like a father to me, pushed me over the edge. That's when I struck my head when I forgot. The last thing I remember is watching the galley sail away. All hands on deck, but me. He attacked our ship, caused such a panic that my companions deserted me. I have to live with that for the rest of my life. This island is exceptional among the Diverga outposts. It is the only one they ever abandoned without a fight. Diverga do not do such things.
You had me worried. Honestly, why do you act like that, throwing yourself headlong into dangerous situations? No more. Do you hear me? If you and I are going to woo, and woo with vigour, you're going to be more considerate of my needs. And there are many. Like sex. I mean sex. To show that you're my consort, you should take this. It's a sword. It was my mother's. She was a terrible person. Not as immortal as everyone supposed, was he? At least I had a hand in his defeat. As my mother always said, if you can't be the best at something, find the best, grab onto them, and never let them go. That I can do.
Strong winds lately.